This is Damon Stevens, Federal Builders. Today is Tuesday, January 11th, 2021, and this is a stock market update for trades of the day. So let's go ahead and get right into it and see what happened today. Look at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones closed up 0.51%, NASDAQ up 1.41%, and S&P 500 up 0.92%. So you can see here, start at the bottom here and had a nice just rally, just kind of grind up throughout the day. Which is very bullish and very good for the market. So it was a great day. You see our FANG stocks did well today. Overall, the market just really performed well today. So hopefully you were able to grab some of those trades, and hopefully you're very profitable today. And I just have to mute my other computer here. Sorry about that. All right. So looking at our scanner, nothing really hit really high. These are really small caps. So we really didn't trade anything there. Had plenty to trade with what we were looking at, especially with our FANG stocks. That's an area of expertise and area that we like to focus on. So let's look at some charts here and see what an amazing day. So ILMN. So ILMN has had this slow grind. And we've talked about this, that there's a lot of stocks that really have had a lot of money liquidated out of them. And so they're really at bargain prices right now. And ILMN is one of those. You can see 526 is where it was at towards this high. And it's just kind of grinded down. And today, there was all of a sudden a lot of energy and cash flowing in. And so you can see the low here, we were at 367, had a nice little gap up to start the morning, which hits the scanner. And then we ran right up here to 423.80. So huge run. We had a couple of them that were $100 runs today. Amazon was another one, almost $100. So it's amazing when these show up. You can really make a lot of money real quick, especially if you're doing options. And so hopefully you're able to grab a piece of that, and hopefully it hit your scanner as well. SAVA is another one that's kind of gotten beaten up. And I'm watching this trend line here, and you see that it's kind of honored it as it's hit it. And I was waiting for this to come up and kind of bounce and hit this at some point, but it hasn't yet. But saw a little bit of a green today. Saw it kind of poking up and ready to possibly rally here. So we're going to be watching SAVA to see if SAVA is possibly ready to bounce up and run. It is over the 20 moving average, just kind of under the 50 right now. So trying to see if we can get this 20 over the 50 and possibly see a rally here. So watching SAVA. I'm not trading it yet, but I am watching it. I liked the movement today. Just about traded, but I thought I'd just hold off and just make sure I got a confirmation on a good bull run. Looking at COP, this was on our last night. We talked about this possibly coming up and tagging our upper trend line here, and that's exactly what it did. Actually, it ran up here. It went. I said 83 was the minimum we wanted to hit. It hit 83.59 is where it's at right now. So that hit our goal today, which is great. That's exactly what you want to see on a trade, is what you plan actually executes. And so you see we tagged the line. We possibly could go above it, but just keep an eye on this one for possible pullback, because you can see every time it's come up here, it's pulled back. So looking to see if I can get either a breakthrough tomorrow or if it's going to pull back. But for today, this did exactly what we talked about in our video last night. So hopefully you're able to grab a piece of that. I go on to the next stock, Facebook. So Facebook is on our list as well, looking for a bounce off of the support area, which you can see is a double bottom is what we were talking about. And you see we had a nice rally off of that, just under resistance here. So looking for a pop above 335 to get above resistance, but this just gave us a nice run today. So Facebook did bounce off that. So hopefully we can keep that momentum going and rally off and make some good earnings here off of Facebook. Going to Apple here, Apple talked about this as well, that, we're looking for possibly a W formation here and double bottom. It did double bottom yesterday, and it had support on the 50, which is great. That's what we wanted. And it did bounce off today. So it's 175, looking at it to get, past this resistance level at 182 is the next spot. So hopefully we can continue this and possibly go to new highs for Apple. So Apple did a great job doing what we wanted to do today. So Tesla, we talked about it kind of pulling down, but finding support and hopefully getting back above the 50. It is above the 50, and it's still though sitting at our trend line. So it could be consolidating here possibly. could possibly pull down as well because we have a kind of a descending channel here that it's been in. So just something to be aware of, and see if we can break this 5 and 10. If we can, maybe they'll rally up. If we don't, we're going to probably pull back here a little bit. So looking for a continuation, and it did stop right there today, which made me wonder, if it's not ready quite to break out or not, but we'll keep an eye on it for tomorrow. NVIDIA was also in this downward sloping channel, broke back out, broke back down, tagged the 100. We talked about this in our video last night, and we're hoping to get a rally on breakout. So it's right here. It looks like it was going to break out today. It didn't. It's just stopped at resistance, which is normal. So we're looking to see if we can get continuation play tomorrow and get an NVIDIA breaking back out of here again. Looking at Amazon had a huge pullback here. It got past our resistance lines, all the moving averages, really weak here, looking for support here down here when it hit 3,100, and it did, and bounced clear up. It was a huge move, $100 move up here, another almost $100 move today, right under our trend line. So hoping to get this back above our trend line and also above the 200. It could find resistance here at this trend line if it's, bearish. But if we can get a bullish move tomorrow or this week, looking to break this back up to the 200, possibly break over it, and then to rally back up towards 3,400. So really good. That's a huge move in 2 days, which is crazy. Typically, I'd expect a retracement of some sorts on this, so there could be a rejection. But I'll take what comes. And we had this big rally here, so maybe we get another one. We got Moderna. Moderna was kind of flat today, so now we're consolidating under here at this bottom after pulling way down. So again, having this big pull down here, looking for some type of breakout to start moving back up again. So just keep an eye on that. Same goes with the 3 that we have. So Invax is another one. It did try to pull up today, kind of flat today. So again, we're seeing the same trend. So as soon as these 3 get moving, it's great to play all 3 of them, because usually one day or another, one of them does better than the other. But you see, got downward sloping trend lines here. It broke out of our wedge, trying to get it back up here in the wedge so we can get some support and hopefully break up to the upside. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel, and that way we can keep bringing these video content to you every day during the week. So U.S. government, 10 years bonds still up here high. Don't like this. That's usually not good for the market. So we'll see if we can pull back down here. Really want it below this 1.7 level. So see if we can get continuation play down on yields. On oil just rallied up, broke right through a resistance line, and just really did well. Got to 81.27 today, and so that's past this resistance line here. So now the next goal is to try to get up to this 85 level and possibly break further north. So U.S. oil is just killing it. The dollar index pulled down here. So weaker dollar means greater for the market, broke below the 50. So seeing if we got momentum continuing down here, possibly towards our trend line here. And that's going to help the market to continue to rally. The VIX pulled down. It's still below the 20. So that's good. Hopefully it continues to chase down this breakdown candle. The more it comes down, the greater chance we have of going to new highs. SPY after bouncing off this 100, which you can see it did here. So this is 3 times now, rallying back up here. So we'll see if we get the same play here, which is rallies to new highs. So we'll see what happens, but SPY is looking really good, and it's very similar formation. So you see it tagged it here, here, and here, and now here. So SPY is being very consistent on its plays. So that's what we love to see. As far as the triple Qs, it came down, hit the bottom of our trend line. It's rallied up too. Want to see this rally continue up for the triple Qs as well. Semiconductors. This was our double bottom we talked about. This could be a double bottom and then a pop up off of the 100. We got above the 50, so looking really good on this as well. We got a nice formation of a W here, looking to see if we can get a rally up here and possibly go up to new highs as well. Dow Jones found support, bounced off this 50 right below the 20. We talked about it possibly being a little bit weak because it stayed under the 20. but today we did get above it. We pulled down and then got right back above it. So looking good for the Dow Jones now as well. IWM, triple bottom here and a bounce. And we got resistance. It hit resistance here at the 200 around this 217.60 area. We got to get above that. And if we can, then we can start to rally up and hopefully get past this 225 level and break out towards the upside again. So looking for a continuation play there as well. Financials, pull back a little bit. Again, trying to hit, there's a resistance here. I don't have it marked out here. I was looking at it going higher. So I'm going to move this line down here because we got to get through this obviously first. So see if we can break through this 41.50 area, and that hopefully we can rally up back towards our trend line, which has been met twice here. And you can see we're kind of on a movement up here from a double bottom. So looking for continuation play there as well. Bitcoin is finally moving. Oh my goodness, this one is doing well. Hopefully we got a rally here started and continue this bullish momentum. You can see we hit our top of our trend line at 42 here, almost again. A second time, a third time we did. It pulled back because it failed. Came down and hit support where it had before down this 41 area, and it was able to bounce off of that. And now it came back up above our trend line once and twice now. It's pulled back a little bit, but staying above the 20. So looking for a rally up here. If we can break through this 43, then we see if we can get up to 47 and then 50 and 52 and then go on from there. So Bitcoin may be finding some momentum here to turn around. Rose, so Rose is one of our long-term trades as well. Big old run here and very bullish. You can see we continue to run up. And so looking for it to run up to these highs. Should have resistance here at this 44.7 area where it's kind of coming into right now. If we can get past that resistance, then we can start to move up towards new highs. But Rose is looking really good. Our YFI has been kind of back and forth a little bit after hitting new highs, but still above the 50 and above the 100, just below the 20. So looking for a breakout of the above the 20 and a run back up to the highs again. So looking for continuation play there. Luna, you can see here we hit that high and then it pulled back. Did find support here on our lower trend line and also, between the 100 and the 50. We're above the 50 now. And we've been there for 3 days. So hopefully that means we can start to rally back up here. FTM hit a high here off of our trend line. You see here, the bottom came up, hit the trend line, pulled back, found support here. And now we're just trying to work our way back up here. So hopefully we can continue to see this play break up through this 320 area and up to new highs. One, you see we had a high here. It pulled back, hit our trend line, right? Because they hit our trend line once here, twice, broke above it, came back, hit it a third time, fourth time, back, and then it would kind of back down, almost down to this level here of support down here at the bottom of our trend line, but didn't quite go there, and then started to rally up here. So looking for a continuation rally, hopefully through here to break above these and hit new highs. So like the momentum here and the consolidation we've had. So those are our cryptos. Crypto starting to pick up, it looks like. So there's definitely opportunities there. The stock markets continue to start to rally back up. It's still in a very bullish format. So, who knows if we see new highs here sometime soon in January. There's always a chance for a pullback, but our support lines have held so far on the bottom of our trend lines. So hopefully that continues to hold. Just watch the price action in the morning. Pre-market's really important. Watching the scanner is important. As you watch those two, they'll help you to kind of navigate this market and hopefully continue to be profitable. So good luck in your trades tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow night, talk about how we did in the day and what to look for coming up in the next day. Everybody trade safe out there and follow the trend.